Okay. Hello and welcome to another episode of Trini in Atlanta. I know it's been a while since we've had one. I apologize, I have been a little bit busy. And plus I wanted to post the videos that I did in Alaska for you to have a look at it. I posted the last one with the First Nation and some of the struggles that they've been through, and I wanted to share that with you all because I found it very fascinating when I was there. Anyways, before we get to cooking, I would like to say hi to all the people who took the time to come to look for me at TASA today and in the week, but especially today. It was so wonderful to see all these couples who have been following me and Shafik and who came to look for us. It was a joy to have them around. To Ria and Eric, who is trying to come see me, I would love that. I think we should try to do it when my sister-in-law Nad is here and she is doing the baigan, the Trinidad baigani, because we are going to make 3 different kind of baigani, and I think we are going to make baigan choka and sada roti too. So we are going to make the roast baigan with the roti. We are going to make the finger baigani where you put the curry. I don't know if you know that one, because my mom made that. She would cut the baigan. Well, anyways, you will see it when the video, and then the rolled eggplant baigan into the flour, and then the one that you paste the dal on. So my sister-in-law is going to join me soon, and we're going to do that video. And I would like you and Eric and Rhea to join me for that one, because I think that would be interesting. To the couples who came for TASA, I thank you very much for coming. To my Jamaican friend, I don't remember his name. He came.
Ras Fraser.
Ras Fraser. Okay.
Very, very well dressed, debonair gentleman. He's an entertainer. He's a special guy from the Jamaican community. He's well known. We had the pleasure of him visiting today. We appreciate him.
I just wanted to say thank you to him and his wife for coming to look for us. It was amazing. It was a long day. One of our staff was down, so we had to double up, all of us, and do what we had to do.
Thank you, staff. Staff was amazing today. Amazing. They showed you what they could do for TASA. This whole week was really busy. Really busy. We came back on Tuesday, and we came back with a bang. Every day was busy. Like I always say, I can always mention on my Facebook page, TASA have the best customers in the world. They're so accommodating. They make it feel so special to be there. And it is actually like if we're doing something for them, but they really do for us. So we appreciate all our TASA customers, the best customers in the world.
Annette Lemons, thank you for coming to look for me today. I love you dearly, my sweet friend. Thank you for coming. Annette just show up today. Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. I come to look for you.
Annette is never in the neighborhood. Annette lives very far. She's never in the neighborhood.
She came and she spent a little time with me, but I was busy. Anyways.
And Ken as well.
Yes, Ken. Our dear friend
Good
Ken.
To see Ken today.
Ken, and he looks good.
Two Kens. My friend Ken, me and boyhood friends, we go back way back. Trinidad, boy days. Gary Francois, another of our friend. But I saw Ken Doldron today. Ken, big up to you, brother. Good to see you.
And so, today all around was the most wonderful day. I wish if I had taken the time to get your names who came to visit me, but TASA was just crazy today. I apologize. If you can send it to me in a text, everybody who came to visit me today, I would remember to mention you next time. I so apologize. I didn't take the time today. But anyways, let's get to cooking today. So
What's on the menu today, darling?
So today we have some seasoned lamb. So I am doing stew lamb. Stew lamb is one of my very big favorite dish. So this is my husband green seasoning with, as usual, I forget to put the paste. I always forget to put tomato paste in my stews until the last minute. So tomato paste, some oysters, some soy sauce, some onions, some garlic, some pimentos, and some tomatoes in this.
So what we having with that stew lamb today?
We have it. I'm making some noodles, some stir-fried noodles. I'm just going to quickly boil this, and then I'm going to saute it with a little bit of garlic and chili oil, garlic, chili, and sesame oil, with a little bit of the packaged seasoning that they have there. That's all you need. You don't need a lot of seasoning because this have enough flavor. And I'm going to make some baked beans. And I already made some jasmine rice here.
All right.
So we have that.
We get it on.
And I'm saying this, if I cook this today, I'm not making lunch tomorrow. So
This is Saturday night, Saturday the 22nd.
So as I am doing this, I am going to turn this on a little bit so it could start. And I have a piece of bell peppers, as we say sweet pepper home. So I have a piece of sweet pepper here. This is for the beans. So I'm going to use this for the beans. I have some pimentos, a couple of pimentos, and I get these pimentos by Georgetown Market in Decatur by my friend Delroy. I get these, and I have some cherry tomatoes.
And Delroy has been our source for West Indian stuff for the last 26 years. We found him as soon as we came here. He's been consistent, he's been accommodating, he's been everything that you want him to be.
He's been my friend. And if I cannot get it anywhere, I am sure whatever Delroy hoops he have to drum through, he will usually get it for us. Be it for Tasta, be it for us.
Folks, it is 8:22, and if you look outside that window, it is still daylight. That is what I love about the summers here in Georgia. I love long days. You get to do stuff. You get to go out, and you can come back. It'll be a little after 9, and the sun will still be up, and then it starts to dark out a little bit. But from like 7 this morning was bright, and you have a lot of time.
But when we was in Alaska, we had the midnight sun.
Yes.
It never got dark in Alaska.
Yeah, that's a little tricky because you have to dark your room to go and sleep because how you know it's nighttime? You have to pull them curtains.
I think I quickly got accustomed to it. I think. So I am just cutting some of the onions and a little tomato and a little pimento for the baked beans, just to season up the baked beans. But I think this pot is hot enough now, so I am going to take some of the avocado oil as usual, not a lot, just a little avocado oil and some sugar. I get a spoon and that is not a lot of meat, so I'm going to use about half of this less than half of sugar. See, not a lot. It's not a lot of sugar. You don't need a lot of sugar because it's not a lot of meat. This is I would say about 3 pounds of lamb because it was a lot more, but when I cut the fat out, when I was washing it, and I cut most of the fat, as much as fat as I could cut out from. This is the lamb shoulder that I got at the supermarket. So this is ready. So I am going to put this in here. And I'm chunking it right in the pressure cooker so that I wouldn't have to use 2 pots. So let that. Okay. When I was a girl and my mom would make lamb, she would cut up some potatoes in the lamb and leave it chunky, and she would cut up big pieces of carrot and put it in the lamb, and she would make baked beans always and rice. So this was not something that I just came up with. This was a dish that my mom made when we were kids. So it will always have a rice, a steamed rice, but she didn't have these kind of noodles. So she used to make the spaghetti. She would make the spaghetti and she would fry up the spaghetti with onions and all those nice little things, and that would be good. That is okay for now. Let me see how this is going. So this is okay. So I'm going to turn this on and let the water come to hot to boil this. and I'm going to turn this on, and this is what I am going to use to make the vegetarian baked beans. And this one is the vegetarian one. This one doesn't have meat in it. But usually you could get the ones with the meat and they have the little piece of pork in it.
Bacon.
Okay.
Have bacon chips.
Okay. It have bacon in it. I'm not a big pork eater. Nothing, it's just not me. It wasn't something I grew up eating. So I still difficult for me to cook. Okay, so I think this will be enough vegetables to put into the baked beans. And so this is here for now. Okay, I'm going to have some water. It's extremely hot in Atlanta, and you have to keep hydrated. Okay, so this is not going to really let go any water. So I will just have to keep my eyes on it. And then when it starts, I'm going to turn it down just a little and let it let go a little water there, and let me see how it works. In the meantime, let this boil. In the meantime, this is hot. So I'm going to put a little oil there, not a lot, as usual, a little spoon. A little sugar here, little sugar, because the baked bean is already sweet. So you don't want to put too much sugar. Otherwise, the baked bean will get so sweet. We have some ripe avocados here. So this goes with this. Let that raise. And this will go. So everything is cooking nicely. Let me see if this is letting go any water. So somebody was asking me, this I use the Starbucks espresso when I'm making this. Well, this is what we use for coffee, but when you boil it like this, it is not as strong as if it's espresso alone. But it does the job. I want to say hi to the ladies who do my nails. There are two sisters, Suzanne and Helen, and they have been doing my nails for 18 years almost. They've been my friends. They're Vietnamese girls. They're my age, and they've been my friend for a long, long time. And I am so grateful to have those girls, because there are times when I just have to run in there and get something done because I'm leaving, and they always take care of me. So I want to say a special hello to those two sisters. So I'm adding the vegetables to the sugar, and I'm going to let that turn up there. So I add the onions, the green peppers, the pimentos, and the tomatoes to that, and let it saute, fry up for a little bit there, chunky, any words you want to use. And let that cook out a little bit, and then I'll throw that and then taste it and think we're good. Okay, let me see how this is doing. This is not a long cook, because once you bring in the pressure cooker, this does not take long. It's not a long thing. Oh, but this is so good. Stew lamb is so good. Stew lamb is the best. It is the best.
So what you like the smell of more? A chunky stew pot or a chunky curry pot?
Curry. I like my curry more. I like stew. I love stew, but I love curry more. But my favorite stew meat is lamb. My favorite stew meat. I like it. I don't care too much for chicken. I will eat it, but I'm not a big chicken. You know that, my love.
But few things smell as good as a barbecue.
Yes,
A barbecue
but it's still chicken.
A barbecue in process is always a great smell.
But isn't it chicken?
It's chicken.
Yeah.
But still.
I still like it. My daughter is still holding you. But I know that you've been saying that it's too hot to start cooking outside yet.
Yeah.
And I understand that because we are having some crazy 90, 60
You know,
days.
the whole of the southeast, actually the whole of the country have some disruptive weather. Vermont had floods this week. We had floods in Kentucky. We had several lives lost. Little kids get washed away.
Oh,
Throughout
yeah.
the world, it's the same issue. You know, with this global warming, you have disruptive weather. And this year, it was just as bad in Georgia as anywhere else. Yesterday, the weather was horrible. We drove back from our daughter's house in pouring rain last night. And that's not very safe, but I am a safe driver. And we took our time and we got back to the back roads and everything was good. But the weather has been pretty strong out there.
And that said, my daughter lived 20 minutes from us.
Yeah.
But the weather was so bad. So you see, I add the baked beans to this, and I'm going to let it come up to heat up because the baked beans is already cooked, you know. You just have to heat up, taste it, add a little more flavor if you want, or you could eat it just like that. A lot of times when we do barbecue, we just open a tin of baked beans, heat it up, and put a little bit of, and then we are good. And that's it. Let me see this. It is, let me see. See, it's let go in a little bit of water there. Not a lot, so it's let go in a little bit. So we get rid of this. So you know sometimes when you're cooking lamb or you're cooking goat or you're cooking venison or deer which is venison, and you have that gamey taste, I always find using a little bit of pineapple juice, pure pineapple, could be from concentrate, when I am seasoning the meat helps with that gaminess. Sometimes even something as duck, that gaminess, that helps that gaminess a lot. So if you don't like goat because of that gaminess, you could try that and let me know if it helps you, because it does help me. I always have pineapple juice in the small cans in my house because of that. So this is almost ready. This is almost ready. I'm going to add a little bit of slapyamara, not a lot because this will get salty very quickly. So that's it. Then I'm going to add a little bit of water. I have the hot water here, boil away already in the kettle. Just to add a little bit to that. Ooh, accident! Man overboard. Okay, and that.
Any red butter in it?
No, I won't put nothing. We don't need nothing. This doesn't need anything. This doesn't need. You can put a little golden ray. And I'm going to taste this. And I think that is done. I can add a little bit of black pepper to that. I think I may. But I think for the most part, this is done. That's good. It's sweet enough without being over sweet. It have a little bit of spice because the sapyamama is a little bit spicy. And there's nothing. You don't have to do a lot of baked beans. And that is done. I'm going to just cover this and leave that there. For now, move this there, put that there. I'm done with that. Let me see. This is ready. Let me see how this is going. I'm going to keep my eyes on that because this noodle cooks really quickly. So I'm just going to drop some in there. This is, yeah, this I got this in the Indian store. I got this in the Indian store.
Okay, it does say 2-minute noodles.
Yeah, you have to keep your eyes on it because it can cook so quick. It could overcook very quickly. So that will be enough for us. And I'm just going to let it start cooking and pull it apart. And I have the colander there. And then I'm going to saute it right in this pot right here. Okay? So that is going to stay right there for a minute. Let me see what's happening with this lamb. See? So, still cooking. Put a little heat back up so that I could start frying now. And then I'm going to add some of that hot water here. People, keep yourself hydrated. It is just so hot. It's so hot out there.
If you're visiting from Trinidad to the United States at this type of weather, they won't be shocked. If you think you live in Trinidad and it's so hot, and you're gonna come up here, and, just make sure you have available air condition, and as Ria says, keep yourself hydrated at all times. This weather will suck the energy out there. Especially people who go to visit Florida. Florida is very hot.
My sister-in-law and my brother went to Trinidad, and they said they didn't know the difference between Trinidad and Atlanta. It was that warm. So I'm going to put a little bit of water into this, not a lot. Okay, perfect. Leave that there for now. Keeping my eyes on this because I don't want this to overcook. Instead of putting back this, I think I'll put this into the noodles. Just cut them up and put the veggies in the noodles, and that'll be good. I have the carrots for the noodles right here. Perfect. So I'm going to add this water. This is thickened here now. See, I'm going to add this water. Not too much water to this because I have a feeling this lamb shoulder is not tough. So I think this will be a quick cook. So this, you see, it's not a lot of water, just a little bit. I'm going to turn this, close this pressure cooker and let this start to cook. When it starts to make the noise and sing, I am going to turn it down just a little so it would cook. And this is still cooking. And it's cooking, it will cook quicker if the fire was stronger, but it isn't. So I'm going to leave that there. Get this and cut up these things for me. And I'm going to use this right here and cook the noodles with it. I always say, be careful. As much as I love my pressure cooker, I always try to be careful with my pressure cooker. And always say, be careful when you're using this pressure cooker. Okay. This looks good. That's it. Perfect. I have some onions and some sweet peppers here. Okay, and then I have some carrots here. Perfect. Excellent. Sit there. That's it. That is done. This doesn't take long. This takes a minute, not long at all, and it doesn't take long. I can't handle it unless it's cold, so I'm going to run some water. Ooh. Ooh. That's it. Over that. That'll be it. That's here. I'm not going to put this olive oil here, this avocado oil. I'm going to use this one. So it will have the flavor without having too much oil. I'm going to get some of that garlic and ginger paste that I like. I get these in the Indian Asian store, the Indian or the Asian store. Maybe a teaspoon, a half of a teaspoon, because you don't want it to overpower it. And then I'm going to throw this in here. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of these. I'm going to cut a couple of these just for the flavor. And then I'm going to see. I'm not going to put too much of this because this has curry in it, you know, honey. It's a curry stuff. You see what they say there? Watch what they say on the pack. The pack said it's authentic Indian noodles with masala. So it have a little curry something in it. So I don't want to put too much for it to taste different. But when I was doing my daughter's birthday party in June, I had all my Chinese seasoning and then it disappeared. I have to figure out what I did with it. I don't know if I took it to the restaurant or I don't know. I have to figure it out. So, this is almost done cooking. We don't want this to overcook. This is done. This is 5 minutes and it is done. That'll be done in 5 minutes. And quickly. Okay. Okay, so this is still the garlic and the roasted garlic and the Kerrygold butter that I had made for my daughter's birthday. So I still have some in the freezer that I can use to flavor anything from time to time. It does a really good job. You should try making it. It's just you put some garlic, wrap it up in some foil with some olive oil, and you just put it in the oven to roast for about 30-35 minutes. Take it out, squeeze out the garlic grains, and mix it into the butter. You can make anything with that. So here I am going to let's see. Okay. Now there's only one more thing I would put in this that I like to flavor food, and it's some fish sauce. And I like this one. It's good. You just put a little. You don't have to put a lot because you have some salt in it. But I love this. And I flavor all my Chinese stuff that I'm doing quickly. I flavor it with this. Now if I'm doing Trini food, I really don't use that. all the time because it's a different flavor. But if I'm doing a quick something just in the house with a little stir fry, that's it. Let me taste the noodles and let me see if I want to put one more of the Indian stuff in it. One more of the Indian seasoning. Nope. I don't want anything else. It will get too salty. But it's really good. Let it cook a little more. And it's good. It tastes good with the lamb and the noodles and the lamb and the baked beans and the rice and everything. So this is done. Put a little bit of this in my meat. And we are almost done. We are almost done. I'm turning that off. And we are almost done. Okay, so I think this will be done. Let me take this off. Put it under the pipe.
The moment of truth. Is it sticking?
No, it didn't stick. No, this wouldn't stick. Let's have water not to stick. But I want to know if it's done cooking. I need to taste it to see if it's done. There, I'll just let that fry up a little bit. Because unlike a lot of people, I like gravy. Hint, hint. I like gravy, so I like to leave gravy in my food. So to mix with my beans and everything. What, Milo? See this piece of meat? Ah.
It's soft?
Soft.
There you go. Really professional.
You taste it.
Yeah.
It's soft, right? Really soft. Took over 5 minutes. I love it. This is dirty now. So see, it makes all your work easier. And you know what people say? I don't know if I believe it. People say it tastes different if you put in pressure cooker.
Well,
What's your opinion?
I prefer convenience over fireside, but I like a fireside lime.
And me too.
You know, you
Me
can't
too.
beat a fire cook outside fire cook lime.
No, you can't.
You know, but it's occasion, you know. But for convenience, give me my pressure cooker inside the house, let's man.
But yeah, I don't have place for a fireside. My sisters, they have place, so I go by their house, put a little bit of that garlic butter into this and let it fry up a little bit here. Thicken up a little saucy now. Let the sauce thicken up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of this grated carrot, nothing too much, just for a little color there, and give it a little thing. And yep, that's it, my love. That's it. I'm going to get a plate. I don't want any rice. Do you want rice? I don't think I want rice.
Just the noodles is fine.
Yeah, I want noodles. I don't know. Rice is there, but I'm not in the mood for rice. So, you can eat it with the rice too, but I'm just not in the mood for rice. So, That's enough for you? Or you want more? It's too late for her to eat so rice. Too much of rice is sour. Okay, that's this. Let me put a little baked beans there. Now it will taste better when it sits for a day with the rice. You will eat the baked beans better. But I just am not. What time it is? It's almost 9 o'clock in the night. So I didn't really want to have rice this late. No, I do, but today I didn't feel it. Now this is good, and I'm going to put a couple pieces here. That's enough for you? Okay. I'm going to do this for me. You can see this and see that it's done. This is done. Would you like some hot sauce, my love, or are you good? Where is the hot sauce? Oh. One side. That's you. I do not eat pepper, so my food wouldn't get pepper. That is done. That is done. And dinner is ready. There you go.
Thank you, my dear. I would just like to thank everybody for subscribing, of course, for watching, especially for clicking that like button. And we are very, 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 very happy that you guys join us. And thank you all so much.
That's good.
Excellent. I don't have to eat it. I know it's good. So we can start with a little piece of meat. After a long day. Very good.
Thank you. I'll see you in the next
Bye.
video.
See you next time.
Bye.